Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. So today I've been store for you guys another pick a card reading. If you're new to my channel, this channel is dedicated to your transformation, your alignment, as well as your healing. Please remember to take what resonates, leave what does not resonate, because you are the creator of your reality. You're the one with the free will to decide how you want to redirect your life. Your choice, your decisions that you're making. Okay. So please also feel free to check out any of the other content on this channel. I have a series called The Wake Up Call and a series I did called Manifesting with the Divine, which is a 3-part series where I essentially show people how I channel and manifest with the divine and talk about that. And then I also have my other channel that's also, it's all linked down below in the box, and you can see my other channel where I talk about my own personal experiences and what I've learned, lessons I've learned to overcome certain obstacles that have impeded me from stepping into my power and feeling confident. So essentially this channel is, it is dedicated to your transformation, yes, but it is essentially a glow up channel. It's here to help you to really step into your power, which means feeling it from inside out, authentic power, which is why I'm so excited about today's reading. The reading we're going to be doing is, we're going to be looking into how you can step into your power. So the guides really want me to help you take note of or just be aware of any kind of fears that are stopping you or impeding you from getting to where you need to go. A lot of fears are very subconscious sometimes, so we're not always aware of the fears that come up until the moment comes up, or we're not always aware that certain things are quietly like chipping away at our confidence or insecurities. So for example, like if you're scrolling through social media and you're comparing yourself to other people and you're just doing it so subconsciously, like without even thinking about it, that all of a sudden when you're out there and you're doing something, you start thinking about how someone did something better than you or whatever, and then you feel discouraged about what you're creating. So we compare ourselves there are a lot of fears that we have that are very subconscious, and I wanted to acknowledge whatever that is. The guides also want to acknowledge that you have power. They want to acknowledge the growth that you've experienced, so we're going to be getting that as well, and any kind of alignment messages to help guide you. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and let's start with our meditation first. I'm really enjoying this format. I've pretty much just grown into this, and I'm pretty intuitive, I would have to say, when it comes to knowing when I have to change things up. And it's so interesting because transformation is always happening. It's like always happening. And I think, the Ascended Masters understand this. Transformation is always happening. So you're never going to be bored when you actually focus and you're very present with what's occurring, what's unfolding in your life, because there's always movements and shifts. All right, so you guys are going to have 3 crystals to choose from. I will introduce you to them, and then I will show a close-up of them. Here is the singing bowl. Okay. Group number 1, we have here the orange calcite. If I hold it in front of my hair, you guys could see it. Group number 2, the amethyst. Group number 3, you have the citrine. Let me hold it in front of my hair. See it better. Okay. Here's the close-up of the crystals. Hey, group number 1, if you chose this orange calcite, then this is going to be your reading. All right, so as usual, I like to pull energies first, and then I read with the crystal, and then I like to pull cards. So I'm feeling pretty good today. I did a reading yesterday, and I was like, I don't know, my energy was all over the place. I couldn't find the words, and I'm like, of course it's Mercury retrograde, but I always feel like Mercury retrograde affects me, and it doesn't affect me. I feel like it's like a mind game. Maybe it's just me. Okay, so we're going to look into how to step into your power. And we'll see whatever wants to come through here. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 1, please. Okay, so the first thing I heard was 3 strikes and you're out. 3 strikes and you're out. That's an interesting message, to say the least. This to me feels like a limiting belief. So I feel like one of your guys' fears is that if you make too many mistakes, you'll get it wrong, or you're afraid to get certain things wrong, or there's a wrong way to do something. 3 strikes and you're out. So perhaps you're very meticulous about your attempts. So you go and you try something and you're like, okay, I need to like get it just right. And then perhaps there's like somewhat of a perfectionistic quality that comes up inside of you where you're like, okay, let me try it again and let me get it just right. And then it almost feels as though you think you're running out of chances. So the guys want me to reassure you like right away, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. There's no such thing as running out of chances or opportunities. Every person has an opportunity for redemption, and everyone has an opportunity for success. And the failure really is just a continuous journey. And if you think about death, there's no such thing as death. Everything just kind of continues. The energy transfers. So they want you to be aware of this continuous flow of life, continuous flow of energy. If you start to see things that way, I think they really want you to embrace that concept for yourself. If you really start to embrace that you have endless chances and opportunities, you're going to feel like a king. Right? You're going to feel like you're never going to get it wrong. You're never, like, you can keep going. You're going to feel so optimistic and carefree. And perhaps, I think for this group, some of you carry that weight on your shoulder of like, I need to get it right this time, or the second time, or the third time, or the fourth time. There's no such thing. You know, we can always do things better, but sometimes we do things better and then we make mistakes. You know, I always, like with my videos, I have videos where it's just like the energy is really good sometimes, and then the energy sometimes is just kind of missing, or it's just not flowing, but I upload it anyways because I'm like, well, it was an attempt. And sometimes I get perfectionistic about it, where I've actually shot videos multiple times, and I tell myself not to do that. So for you, they really want you to embrace like the first time is perfect. Whatever attempt, the first attempt is right. You can try to perfect it, you know, practice. I think some of you guys are very skilled and you like to master things and really get into this intense flow state where you just keep trying and keep doing it. And perfectionism has a purpose. You know, sometimes people see perfectionism as a negative thing, but it actually does have positive qualities to it because it gets you into a place of mastery. So I think you guys are really interested in mastering yourself, mastering your skills, or mastering something in this lifetime. And that's very important to you, which is great. But just also know that you have endless opportunities and chances. And I feel like the most successful people know this. Because if you think about it, what is it? Did Kobe win 4 championships and Michael Jordan won 5? These people, they lost more championships in games than they won. Okay? They lost more than they won. And they're aware of this. It's like you just keep going. You keep pushing through, having that competitive spirit. So I think for you, that competitive spirit is what they're wanting you to embrace. That's why I think I was hearing the 3 strikes and out, because there's like a competitiveness to you, but you're not competing with anyone. You're competing with yourself. And the competition is actually just for you to have fun, to like keep creating, because I think you're meant to continuously create. And this is like one of your gifts. Maybe you have powerful sacral chakra energy where you just have a lot of energy to keep going and creating things, and you have endless ideas that come to you. But they want you to use this to your benefit, to just keep creating. You're meant to continuously create. And a lot of the successful people, again, we don't see their failed attempts. We don't see what's happening behind the scenes. So they just want you to be aware and just like have more of a clarity perspective of understanding that this is just a part of life. So whatever you create is enough as is. I think they want you to be more carefree. Just be more carefree in your creations. And enjoy when you are mastering, enjoy when you have the great qualities, enjoy when you win those championships, but also enjoy every single game that you get to go to. And my dad was telling me the other day about how Kobe, he was so intentional about arriving and being at every single game and not just coming to a game and sitting on a bench. He comes to the games and he plays because he's like, you never know if there's a kid where that's going to be their first time seeing me in person. That kid probably came to see me, right? Because he was well aware of his power. He wielded this power. That kid was probably here to see me. I'm going to perform no matter what because it means a lot to that kid or that person to see me play in person. So yeah. Whew. Okay, that was a lot. Let's see what we can get with the crystal. Yeah, I'm hearing the words ongoing stream of delight. That's what they want. That's what you are. That's kind of your power, is you have this beautiful energy, this sunlight, this radiance about you, where it's just like an ongoing stream of delight, and they want you to keep going, keep it flowing, because you're part of this continuous flow of light and energy in the world, and you know how to tap into that. You know how to, some people, they struggle to reach that vibration, but it's like, if you can be that in the world, that's what the world needs. You raise the vibration of the world when you're tapping into that experience of being a continuous stream of delight. Not to say that you need to be in a good mood all the time, but hey, if you can access it, why not? Right? Why not get yourself there? Whatever brings you there, that's what you need to be doing. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what I'm getting from the crystal visually here. Okay, the word I heard was wedge. Wedge or in between. The in between or the wedge. What does that mean? Something like a gap? Okay, so what's coming to mind immediately is, I think sometimes you maybe have some insecurities about how you're doing versus how other people are doing. Like there's this, I think they want me to convey to you that there's this false perception that there's you versus other people. Like you're on a different level, or people are on a different level than you. Like some people are at a higher level, and there's like a huge gap you need to get across in order for you to be at their level. They definitely don't want you to embrace that mentality. I'm getting that very clearly. That's to them a warped perception. You're exactly where you need to be, and you're exactly who you need to be. Just be the best you. Pretty much. Be the best you, and do not compare yourself. Like, find the best way you can to not compare yourself to other people. There is no wedge. It's an illusion. They're telling me that, which is so interesting, because even I'm like, that's a very interesting channel message, because I'm like, wait, I need to think about that. There's no wedge between you and other people. And they need you to see this. They need you to get rid of the wedge, because you are supposed to be in your power. They want you to be in your power, and they want you to achieve what you want to achieve and be at that level, like that queen, that king level, like now, today. You don't have to delay it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start pulling cards. I'm excited. It's a pretty powerful message I wanted to come through for you, I gotta say. Okay, so guys, what message do you have for, yeah, it's an illusion. It's an illusion. That's like one of the most powerful messages that they want you to understand and be aware of, is like, it's an illusion that you think there's a difference or a wedge between you and someone else. There's a lot of people perhaps you're looking at where you're like, wow, I would love to be able to achieve that thing. But in essence, in the energetic realms, you're exactly the same. It might look like they've achieved more on the physical plane, but on the energetic plane, you're the same. You have to think of yourself as the same. Okay, so tell me more, guides. It's about tapping into the frequency. So they're saying that you know how to tap into some kind of frequency that brings you to that power, that level. You've done it, and you've probably floated in and out of it. They want you to find a way to sustain that for as long as possible. So basically, wake up seeing yourself as a leader. Wake up seeing yourself as powerful. You have to go to sleep with that mentality, wake up with the mentality of, I am a leader, or I am, yeah. And leaders are normal people, right? They have problems, they have emotions, they go to the bathroom, they eat, they have feelings. Like, yeah, you're a leader, you are. So they need you to see yourself more as that leader, powerful, capable, whatever, the best. I don't know. You need to think of yourself as that right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the cards want to say. Guidance for this group. Nine of Wands. Tell me more about the Nine of Wands. That's the wounded warrior. Yeah. Perfectionist, probably going at it, creating things. Six of Pentacles and Page of Cups. Yeah, your guys' advice is just very direct. I'm going to start pulling Oracle cards after this. Nine of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Your advice is that you're not supposed to do it alone. You're not supposed to be doing it alone. So you're meant to create and find your success in partnership with other people. That's what's going to help to elevate you. And again, we have the Page of Cups. It's like they want you to be carefree. That's actually what helps you. Even thinking of yourself as a beginner, it doesn't matter, because it's like whenever you're expressive, you know how to reach that frequency. Just like kids, you know how to reach that frequency. Maybe there's a really rich inner child in you that you're able to tap into. Use it to your abilities, the best of your ability, to get what you want, because it makes you very magnetic for generosity from the universe. And the universe is going to work through other people with the Six of Pentacles energy. It's going to work through other people to help you elevate. So you just need to be aware of that. You don't need to do it alone. So I think probably consciously you might want to start setting the intentions to call in assistance and aid and help to guide you, to get you to that place and elevate you to that level of whatever success or whatever you're trying to achieve or dream you're trying to achieve. But you're meant to achieve it in partnership. You're not meant to do it alone. Okay. So what else wants to come through for this group? Patterns. Yeah. And I think I'll pull some clarifiers too. Okay, liberation. Okay, so this is the acknowledgement that wants to come through. You're about to break free of some patterns. So I think you've been doing some really intensive inner work thus far, which has been great. You've been doing some very intensive inner work, and I think you're helping yourself to break free of patterns. And this is the most important one, I think, the Nine of Wands. So what I'm getting from this is like a lot of people feel stuck because they don't know, right? They don't have the knowledge. They don't know. But if you educate yourself now, now you're equipped with the information. But this is kind of something I'm also learning about myself. With this Page of Cups, I would have to say intuitively what I want you to listen for is what knowledge you can learn. What knowledge are you equipped with? And be aware of the knowledge that you have no desire to actually learn. So, for example, if you were to, I don't know, open a store or a clothing store of some sorts, and you're like, well, I'm the talent, or I'm the designer. I know how to design clothes. I have a vision for what it looks like, but how do I open a store? Maybe I have to hire someone to help me put that together. You have to be aware of what your strengths are and be aware of what your weaknesses are so that you can fill in that gap, right? With that wedge also reference. Hire someone who can take care of those things. So to me, the smartest, most powerful people, they're well aware of their strengths, and they're also well aware of their weaknesses too. You have to be well aware of, it's not even a weakness. Here's the thing, it's not even a weakness. Just like, was Kobe trying to be a forward center, like N point guard? No, he wasn't. He's trying to be point guard, right? He's the talent. He's the shooter. He's not trying to do everything. Though sometimes, yes, he was trying to do everything. He knew his role. So know your role and know that there's someone else who can actually fill in that gap for the other things that you're needing to take care of when it comes to building your dreams and your desires. And this is what really smart, intelligent people don't know. And I think this is something we tend to forget, is they don't do it alone. They hire people and they invest in other people invest in them. And that's what I'm getting from that Six of Pentacles, is like invest in other people and let them invest in you. You can work in partnership together to create something. So sometimes there are people who are just like, I got a brilliant idea, but they don't know how to like make it a reality. Okay, that's great. You have a brilliant idea. Do you know how many people don't have a brilliant idea? A lot of people. So having a brilliant idea, at least that's the start of pure creation. So the pattern I think you're breaking, one of them is like doing things alone. Perhaps you were taught, I need to figure it out somehow. Like no one really taught you how to team up. No one taught you how to negotiate. No one taught you how to, partner or have shared investments with someone to build or create something, or how a business actually is created, business reference there again. But yeah, that's like one of those patterns. But I think you're also breaking free of just like limiting beliefs in terms of thinking like, am I capable of doing this or doing that? So you're on your path to breaking free of those patterns. a lot of patterns that we create are like mental constructs, so you're learning how to break free of those. We have here 25, Kali liberation. Yeah, you're breaking free patterns and you're liberating yourself. To me, I always get like throat chakra energy from this. So I think what's really helping you is speak your truth, live your truth. Speak your truth, live your truth. That's very important for you. Speak your truth, live your truth, and continue to do so, because that's what's helping you to liberate yourself from limited circumstances here. 25, Kali. Yeah, Kali is about purification. So she cuts away at the BS. She has like these two daggers in front of her. That's about her cutting away at the BS, right? She really helps people to get to their soul's desires. So you're learning how to tap into and access your soul's desires, and that's what's helping you to understand what you're here to do, what you're here to create, and how you can just like flawlessly and just with ease manifest your desires. Yeah, so you're in a really beautiful purification process, and that's what they want to acknowledge, is you've been essentially purifying the BS, like the unnecessary, breaking free of the matrix, all of the stories and the mental constructs that they tell you about, like how this world works when it doesn't work that way. Okay, tell us more, guides. What do you want this group to know? Yeah, I think you're learning how to see things clearly. We have here autumn, release the old and rest. There it is again, about, releasing those old habits or patterns that are no longer serving you. So you're in the season of releasing the old. Oh, and rest. Oh, you know what? That brings me to the Nine of Wands. I was like, you're about to rest? So with the Nine of Wands, yeah, you're about to get into like a very restful, peaceful period, because guess what? It's going to be easier to actually do things and accomplish things that you've been trying to do before, because you're not going to be doing it alone. Again, you're not meant to do it alone. This group, you're not meant to do it alone. There it is. So release the old and rest. So they're not telling you like this is nap time. They're just telling you now's the time for you to enjoy your life, and they want you to get excited about this. Like, this is powerful. Yeah, with the autumn and the fall leaves, again, like letting the old fall away and welcoming the new. So I think you're entering into the new. The release the old also entails that there's something new entering into your life. What else do you want to tell this group, guides? We have here house 3. There you go. Not meant to do things alone. Clarify that house 3 energy. We have here Libra. Communication. So, I mean, clearly, either you're going to feel compelled to reach out to someone, or someone's going to feel compelled to reach out to you and communicate, hey, I have an idea, or this is how we can partner up and create some kind of success. But with this Libra in house 3, yeah, this is about a partnership forming. A partnership forming to your advantage, so you can, with ease, create what you want. Community, having a community to work with. Okay. I think we pretty much got a lot there. What else do you want this group to know about stepping into their power, or I don't know, anything you want them to know, period. We have here Femme Fatale. Awesome. That card's been popping out lately. It's popular. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull some more cards. So let's talk about the Femme Fatale for a minute. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. Opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. So again, this takes me to Sacral Chakra energy. And Sacral Chakra is located in the gut. And this is kind of like your sensual creative life force, your sensual creative energy inside of you. So Femme Fatale to me is about that dark feminine energy and using it to your advantage. Dark feminine energy is about being very confident about what you want, but I would have to say also dark masculine energy too. This is about like, I want what I want, I'm gonna get it, right? Being very confident, but also using your sensual life force to create the things that you really want and create the life that you want for yourself. So something I like to educate women on my other channel to do is sometimes relationships or getting into relationships prematurely can misdirect your energy. So I'm like, if you spend some time alone, right? If you use that single period, right, to work on yourself, you can get very clear about what your desires are. So when you get into a relationship, what you've essentially done and established before is you've used all of that sensual energy and you've put it towards, and you've dedicated it towards your desires and creating what you want. So by the time the relationship manifest. You're very confident about who you are, very clear about the vision you want for your life. Not only that, you're going to effortlessly manifest someone who's in alignment with sharing the same vision as you. So sometimes people get into relationships because they want to be in love, but I'm like, but you don't share the same vision as that person. There's still so much healing you need to do, and maybe confidence building you're needing to do with yourself and knowing who you are. Because then you get lost in the relationship and then you blame the person or the relationship and you project your fears and insecurities onto them when honestly you just attracted your mirror. So I'm like, if you get into a relationship prematurely, it's not like it can't survive. It's just you're gonna have to do all that extra work to kind of create ease and flow. But with this house 3 in Libra, I feel like, again, you know, the message that wants to come through is you're going to attract people, whether it comes to professional life or personal life, who are in alignment with you when you acknowledge like more of what you want. I feel like you guys have just been putting a lot of work into yourself. It's just you guys, ironically, like I think you've been doing awesome because now you're in this place where you're attracting relationships and connections and partnerships that are going to help you to facilitate your dreams, your desires. And that's because you're in this femme fatale. And this, I think, is a perfect place to be in when you're attracting a partnership or any kind of, you know, work partnership or a personal relationship, because it's essentially about just being very confident about what you want, being very clear about your desires. And a lot of women get overwhelmed sometimes because they feel like they have to sacrifice, you know, once they get into the relationship. But I'm like, if you've already built up yourself and you're very clear about what you want and you know how to communicate that, which we have the Libra in house 3, if you know how to clearly communicate your desires, then there shouldn't be an issue. So own that dark feminine energy and work on that. Every woman needs to use that to her advantage. Okay. Tell me more, guys, about what you want this group to know. I think we're pretty much done. Yeah, 14, truth be told. So we have the mask and the owl. So this is about being true to who you are, taking off the mask of any kind of false perceptions or ideas of who you thought you were. Now's the time where you're like being very clear and very honest about this is who I am. This is who I am. This is what I want. Again, being very honest about your desires and being wise too. So desires are wonderful, but it is important to make sure your desires are in somewhat like alignment with your heart, you know, your soul, because I feel like that's why I like to manifest with the divine. I feel as though if we're just manifesting, just thinking that we want something, it can get very confusing because then we get it and we're not happy. So I feel like if you manifest in alignment with your soul, then you're manifesting things that you actually want, or you're actually here to enjoy. How many times do you manifest something and you're like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was going to be, because you thought you had an idea in your head that this was going to make you happy. But it's like, give yourself the happiness first, and then what will actually be in alignment with what makes you happy will come into your life. Okay, so anything else you can let us know about this group number 1, guys? We have here carrot, opportunity, or windfall. Okay, we're going to end on that solid note. So you have an opportunity or windfall that's coming towards you. Obviously, someone may reach out to you, or maybe you're going to find someone you want to partner with here and work with. But this is something that's going to help create and establish some abundance in your life. This is an opportunity or windfall, so it might just kind of come out of nowhere. But I think you're going to be overall very excited about this abundant opportunity. The main thing I'm getting from this carrot is abundance, because there's not just one carrot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 carrots in the background. So, or in total. So there's something about, I'm getting like a 10 of Pentacles energy. There's something that you're going to attract into your life that's going to be like long-term abundant opportunity that's coming from you accessing this playful place of being a continuous light of delight, and following your passion, following your highest excitement. It's going to create a lot of abundance in your life, and it's going to keep growing. It's going to be like one project, but then it's going to help to kind of multiply abundance in other areas of your life too. Okay, that's going to be the end of your reading. I'll go over the numbers really quick. So we have 2 2s, so there is a connection or partnership that's going to be created. 1 is about believing in yourself. We have 2 5s, that's about change is coming into your life. So get ready for that. Be excited. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Group number 1, I definitely did. Like, subscribe to support. Let me know if it resonated. Bye. Hey, group number 2, if you chose the amethyst, then this is going to be your reading. So I'm going to start off with pulling energies, and then I'm going to read the energy with the crystal, and then I'm going to pull cards. So we're looking into how you can step into your power, and we're just going to see like whatever information wants to come through from the guides. we're gonna have to, the guides wanted me to look into like whatever subconscious fears you're having to deal with. They also want to acknowledge the growth that you've gone through and give alignment messages. So let's see, guides, dial me into the energies of group number 2, please. And hold on, let me just, I'm feeling this need to sage. Let me just sage the energy, kind of clear that energy from group number 1. Okay. Okay, I'm getting a lot about partnership and connection right now. So I think a lot of this reading is going to be about intimacy for you guys. It has to do with intimacy. It felt very tender. So, ooh, sorry about that. It's so funny. My friend just texted, yep. So I'm going to take that as confirmation for what I just said. Yep, I'm on point. Yeah, so this is going to be about intimacy, connection, and kind of going with the flow of it. So the main message that's coming through right now is don't be afraid to open up or let people in. Don't be afraid to open up. Don't be afraid to let people in. Don't feel pressured. Also, there's this feeling like they want you to know. I think for some of you who are in connections, don't ever pressure yourself to be something that you think someone else wants you to be. A lot of us, we project our fears onto other people and we say, oh, they want this from me or they want that from me. Honestly, the people who really love you, they just want you to be happy, and they want you to feel confident in yourself. But if you don't take accountability of that, you're going to project your fears onto them, and they're going to be left in the corner thinking like, what do I do with this connection, this relationship, if this person keeps feeling insecure? So that's going to be important for you. I feel like there is, I don't know, I was just feeling like a really beautiful connection. It could be like friendships or whatever, but I think intimacy is the main thing that wants to come through, and just allowing people to be close to you, allowing people to come closer to you. And again, just not feeling that pressure to feel like you need to satisfy someone else's needs. To be honest, I feel like one of the secrets is just being like satisfying your own needs. And I always feel like relationships are huge blessings because they're always, to me, I think of them as in addition. I get to be happy with myself, but in addition, I get to experience something with someone else, whether that's friendship or, love romance or family. It's an honor to have people in my life to experience life with. But I feel like there's something loyal here that wants to come towards you. It's kind of what I'm getting. Okay, so let's see what the crystal wants to offer to me, guides. Yeah, this is very warm, very magical. I was just mostly seeing energy. So the way I would interpret this is there's something about you, I feel like it's kind of blossoming, or your heart is opening, or something is opening, where your energy is starting to move up and out and reach out and connect and feel connected with other people. And this could also be with, like, I'm thinking of social media right now. For example, sometimes it's hard to feel that intimacy with like that connection, I would say, like maybe not intimacy is the right word, but that connection with people on social media, because it's like, it's hard without the face and the emotions and the expressions to feel like there's a human behind that, or a whole human, because you don't know them. But I think there's something about you're going to start feeling more connected in general to people, even if it's through social media, through like a following or fans, or maybe you follow other people. I actually used to be super shy about commenting on other people's videos, and then I'm not shy at all now. I love supporting people and their content, and I love letting them know how their content affected me. So that's something I love to do now. And there's people who I've met, they're like, oh no, I never comment on social media, never. And I'm like, why not? Like, why not let that person know that they made your day better, or that their content is making a difference in your life? It means a lot. It really keeps us going, us content creators going and feeling encouraged. But, in spite of that, we still do it anyways. We can't help ourselves. But yeah, there's something about delight in intimacy and having fun. And I think having fun with people and connections, I'm getting all of it, like soul tribe, friendship, maybe even family, enhancing that relationship and romance is there too, but it all feels kind of playful and fun. And I'm actually being taken to Cinderella, with the one with Brandy. If you guys have seen that one, I grew up on that version. I watched it over and over again when I was a kid because, Brandy was a representation of a brown girl on screen, and that meant a lot to me. But there's something about this like delightful, playful energy that wants to come towards you. And I think one of the fears that is coming up for you that I'm getting is the fear of intimacy, because you have a perception of yourself that's slightly warped. Maybe you think of yourself as not good enough or not loving enough or not lovable. And they need you to release this. We'll get some advice on how to do that, but that's not true. The thing is, if you're God's child, if you're a child, period, your creation on this earth, you're meant to be loved, period. You're meant to be loved. And I think that's the big message that wants to come through for you guys, is that you're meant to be loved. It's one thing to love other people and care about other people. I think that's actually easier than letting yourself be loved, because immediately I was taken to, as soon as I got the vision, like a relationship with someone who is like, they project their insecurities onto someone else who loves them, but they can't let them love them, or they don't want to let it in, or something like that. Let it in. So the guides are saying, let it in. You can trust this. You can trust these connections that are coming in. Let it in. Open your heart. You're meant to be loved. And that almost makes me so like a little bit overwhelmed. Maybe even for you get somewhat overwhelmed in your chest when you start to feel that, like, oh my gosh, I'm meant to be loved. To think about that can be a little maybe overwhelming, or maybe very warm. But they want you to get used to that, and also ease into it. Don't feel pressured. Move at your own pace, but open up. Okay, that's a lot. Let's go ahead and see if the crystal wants to convey anything here. I mean, this is my emotional amethyst crystal, so usually it's about... Here, let me look at it for a minute. Sometimes there's this energy of like, I see myself as broken, or I see myself as not lovable. That kind of comes through with it. Or I see myself as flawed, or wow, someone would actually care about me or love me. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would. What else am I getting? Yeah, I'm hearing in my head, you just don't know how special you are. You have a hard time seeing it. You have no idea how special you are. You have no idea how much God is like, or the universe is trying to like create experiences for you to feel loved and connected, or even for you to heal a connection. Like if there's a connection, an opportunity for you to heal a connection, you have no idea how much the universe is trying to like put things in place for you to create those opportunities. But if you remain so cold and distant sometimes, right, it's hard to move through those experiences when people want to love you. Even the people who've hurt you before, they want to love you. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. So intense. What are the messages that want to come through for you, group number 2? I'm so excited. What would you like group 2 to know, guides? My guides, their guides. Pure love is what I was getting. We have here the Hermit card, and we have the 10 of Pentacles. So, yeah. You know, 10 of Pentacles can be about family sometimes. Hermit card is about... It could be about healing. It's about doing that inner spiritual seeking, that journey. And then he's also looking at the lantern, which is the star, looking at that and acknowledging the star within you. Knowing that you're worth $1 million. 1 in a million. 1 in a million. Yeah, you are. Listen to that song by Neo. Love that song when it came out. Clarify the 10 of Pentacles, please. Whoa! Chariot, 6 of Swords, and 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is about emotions. Okay, let me see. Well, there's like a sense of security. They want you to get past, or being rigid here with the 4 of Pentacles in your sense of security. But they want you to move forward. With the 6 of Swords, like now's the time to rejoice in knowing that better things are on their way, especially abundance, clearly. And it's abundance in many different forms. It'll come in, you know, physical forms, but it's also in connections, people, friends as well. And we have the Chariot here, which is about move on, move forward. So they want you to move on, move forward. That's like the main advice that's coming through. Move on, move forward. You're entering into a new chapter of your life that is like abundant and profound and beautiful and inspiring. Sorry, I can't help it. I'm the moon in Sagittarius. I just can't help myself with the language. With the Four of Pentacles, I'm getting actually safe home. You're going to be experiencing more of a safe home, or that safe home within yourself. And then it's going to externally reflect or mirror out into the physical reality. But I'm getting this energy of like cuddliness and like a safe home, feeling safe as well. Yeah. You can, it's right. You're safe. You're safe to move on, move forward. We have the Star card at the bottom. Like you're in this, you've been doing so much healing with yourself, but now's the time for you to actually reap the rewards of all that work that you've been doing to heal yourself. Okay, tell us more about the Hermit. I feel like this is just a lot of inner work that you've been doing. And just continue to do it. Like it never stops. You don't just like, oh, I guess, you know, I stopped doing my inner work and now I can just do the outer work. We do them both simultaneously. So for the Hermit card, I'm seeing these like mountains in the back. These mountains. A journey. Life is the journey is what I'm hearing. Tell me more about this Hermit card. What do you want them to know, guides? We have here the Sun card. Yeah, there you go. There you go. What did I say? He was looking at the lantern. Recognizing your inner light. They need you to recognize your inner light. To recognize how special you are. To recognize how loved you are. Let me just move this microphone slightly. To recognize how special you are, how loved you are. Special because you're just alive, honestly. You know, I'm trying to re-educate myself on this, like how it works, because that's what my guides tell me. And then I'm like, oh, wow, you know, just for breathing. There's no need to like earn. That's what I love about experiencing love, divine love, like love with the divine, because there's no, you don't have to earn a trophy. You don't have to do anything. There's no conditional love in it. So I'm getting a lot of unconditional love energy. You're loved by the universe. Loved by the universe. I like how we got the Hermit card, like the old man, and then the clarification was the baby, the toddler. A toddler, or is it a baby? I think it's supposed to be a baby, but it looks like a toddler on the horse. Right? It's actually just you knowing who you are authentically, inwardly, and acknowledging that, acknowledging yourself is what's helping your light to radiate. Feel alive, feel beautiful, feel proud. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else wants to come through for you guys. Group number 2. We have here Fortune. Dang, you guys really are. You hit the jackpot. We got 10 of Pentacles. We got Fortune. So abundance. Let's triple on that Fortune for you guys. Lakshmi, Fortune 27. Okay, you're entering a very prosperous time in your life. This is like going to show up in all forms of abundance. So yes, you are going to be physically manifesting beautiful abundance into your life and opportunities, but there's going to be people, is like I'm getting people around you who you're sharing this experience with. But you're becoming this like really beautiful magnet for attracting fortune into your life, probably because you've shifted your perception, right, about yourself. You're understanding your infinite worthiness. That's what it is. You're infinitely worthy. You're infinitely worthy. It's like the universe couldn't pay you possibly enough, like $1 million, $2 million for your worth. No, keep it coming, because you're infinitely worthy. You're infinitely worthy. And I feel like this is kind of something that celebrities have tapped into, is like they kind of know like I'm the ish, but then they start to think that it's their talent or their skill, but actually it's just their energy. And so long as they continue to think that they're the ish, they are the ish. But when they think that it's my talent, or it's my voice, or it's my skills, that makes me worthy, then that's when they lose it, because then skills come and go, right? Your voice, it fluctuates. You have a great voice at one period in your life, and then maybe towards the ending of your career, it starts to go away. We kind of saw what's happening with Celine Dion, but if you strongly identify yourself with your skills, as opposed to your inner, inherent, infinite worthiness, your inner star, then you don't know your worth. And this is what I also teach on my other channel. Check it out. So easy to advertise my other channel today. 27 Lakshmi Fortune. That is exciting. Okay. Okay, let's see what the guides want to let you know. Group number 2. Woo, they came flying out. Oh, I love this. And I think this is perfectly in alignment with what I was talking about, intimacy. We have here courage. By shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. So shining brave and true and bright. I definitely feel like this is about being center of attention, being seen. So courage is going to be very important for you to embrace here. And your angels, your guides are closely working with you. We have 2 sevens, 27 and 17. They're closely working with you to help you build this courage within yourself to allow yourself to shine. And shining takes bravery, right? It takes you stepping out of your comfort zone. It's very uncomfortable the first 5, 10 times, but then once you continue to do it, you're like, oh, okay, this is normal. I can do this. And that's something that you're going to be accomplishing as far as stepping into your power. So it's like, yeah, your power, stepping into your power has a lot to do with you being courageous, understanding your infinite worth. That is what is helping you. 1 and 7 adds up to 8, about prosperity and abundance. There it goes again. And 2 and 7 takes me to 9, which is about Sagittarius. Sagittarius can be very, like, right, it's considered a lucky sign, fortunate, or it can bring you to 9 of Cups, which is like, I have everything I want, I feel fulfilled. All right, so what else do you want to let group number 2 know, guys? Okay, we have here, Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. I definitely want to get some clarifiers on this energy. So again, I was talking about not being pressured. So don't ever force yourself to move at a pace that doesn't feel natural to you. We have here Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. So this means meditate on things that you want to do, changes that you want to make in your life. Don't just be, you know, no need to be impulsive, no need to rush anything. The universe just moves at the pace of you, actually. And I always like go back and forth because sometimes we can take advantage of energies and we can find a way to like sort of accelerate things, but there's also natural cycles like with the earth. You know, winter is always a good opportunity to hibernate a little bit and sometimes focus on your hobbies and like building up your skill set. Fall is a good time to release. So there are natural cycles that we can make use of, but always meditate and ask yourself, like, what am I feeling called to do right now for myself? That's going to be very important. I get a little bit of a strategic energy from the Shaolin Master, kind of strategic. And we have the yin and yang sign here. So to me, that's a reflection of finding a way to balance your masculine and feminine energy. When you balance both of those energies, then that's when you're able to kind of really step into your power. So for you, action is going to require for you to be graceful. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers because I want to know more about the Shaolin Master. Guys, can you tell me more about this, please? Well, mastery might be important. Maybe there's something that you're mastering to help bring in abundance other than acknowledging your infinite worthiness. Tell us more, guys. Shaolin Master. We have 7 of Pentacles, so that's about being consistent and doing the day-to-day work. You always have to do day-to-day work. You can't, you know, there's no shortcut to life. So just acknowledging that there's day-to-day work that needs to be put in, even if it means today I need a rest or today I need to spend time with my family, and that's the day-to-day work that's going to get me into the right, you know, vibration or frequency for me to feel good, to have the energy to give to work tomorrow. Maybe I need to make sure I need to get 8 hours so that I have the energy to give to what I'm doing tomorrow. Tell me more about the be graceful in movement and action. We have here the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is about trying to do everything yourself, right? And kind of, it's like a lot. I mean, look at that. There's all of those wands behind him, and then he's got 1 wand. Did he battle to get those wands? I'm trying to remember the story. But it's this idea of just pace yourself. And it's interesting enough, it's like actually the less you do, the more abundance is going to flow into your life, because again, it's about frequency and vibration. It's not about effort. Definitely check out Kyle Cease videos if you want to know more about vibration versus effort. Kyle Cease, C-E-A-S-E. Yeah, so this is going to be the year of not putting in all of this effort to create the abundance. Actually, we just take our time and we move at a pace that feels natural to us, and it will just come. It will unfold. So just sit comfortably. Like there's no rush. There's no rush. There's like nothing you need to like do or create or make other than just being present and then just seeing what natural inspired action comes through. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull some more oracle cards for you guys. Which one have I not pulled? Guidance for group number 2, please. Oh, look at that. TikTok divine timing 30. See, that's why you want to pace yourself. Group number 2. It's all going to come in divine timing. There's no rush because it's being divinely orchestrated. What was I talking about? Your angels are helping you, right? They're helping you to step into your courage. They're helping you to align with things. So there's a natural pacing. It's just like all you need to do is wake up and be like, okay, what do I need to do today, guides? Like, what am I feeling called to do? And we have here 40 co-create. Yeah, co-creating. You're co-creating with the universe right now. So that's what's helping you to step into your power and to go with the flow of life. Is like not trying so hard and realizing you don't have to do it alone. The universe is actually helping you. The universe will send you the right people and circumstances and situation that will help you as well. And then everything is just in divine timing. So what's the rush? Right? When you realize that divine timing is a thing, you're like, there's nothing to rush towards. It's all just going to come when it needs to come. All I need to focus on is what I'm here to do today. Okay. We have 30 and 40. That feels significant some way, shape or form. Like 10 days maybe. 10 days or number 10. I don't know. For the 10s? Tell me more, guides, about, what do you want group number 2 to know? I just saw 22 on the clock for you guys. Temporary situation. Oh my gosh. I feel like 20 cards that came out. Oh man. I'm not taking all of that. Let's just take this pile. I didn't pull a lot of oracle cards for you guys. So we have your temporary situation. So you're probably in a temporary situation. To me, the tent is like, it's temporarily up, right? That's not, you wouldn't want to live in a tent every day unless it was a very durable tent, but this tent looks a little flimsy. So they're saying perhaps your current living situations or like physical representation of like abundance it's just a temporary situation. This is just what you're temporarily experiencing. And they're just letting you know it's all going to come in divine timing. Don't worry about it. We also have your butterfly, a change for the better. Yeah, so you're about to blossom, my dear, and experience a change for the better and experience a kind of sweetness. You're about to experience a kind of outer sweetness. I think you're already creating this within yourself, but you're going to experience an outer sweetness when it comes to your situation. So whatever you're in, for some of you, it's like your living situation. I mean, for most of you, it's pretty much abundance, your current abundant situation, or when it comes to any kind of limited resources, that's just temporary. Okay, so let's just go ahead and see what else is coming through for group number 2. Advice for them to step into their power. What do you want them to know, guys? Okay. We have here Libra and House 7. What was I saying? See, I was waiting for it. There it is. Libra, House 7. That is the partnerships I was talking about, the intimacy, people, connecting to other people. So it says profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships, right? There it is. Consideration, Libra, consideration, fairness, and harmony. So because you guys are working in divine timing and you're co-creating so beautifully with the universe, and the universe wants to be very generous to you, they're sending you really beautiful, abundant connections and partnerships. So people that are going to help you to be in flow with your energy, and people whose energy you're like naturally in sync with. Yeah, people who perhaps mirror you in some way, shape, or form when it comes to your desires and what you're wanting to achieve. Let's just go ahead and get some more clues about what the House 7 and Libra energy is conveying here. Tell us more about House 7 and Libra. We have here Magician. 7 of Cups kind of popped up. It flipped very weird. Tell us more about the House 7 and Libra. So this is something that you dreamt of or that you really want. Look at that. We have Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So very clear that abundance is coming through. A specific partnership. That's perhaps a partnership, a contract, working with someone, obviously. But it looks like you're going to definitely be leveling up in your career here with this Queen of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. Like there's going to be some abundant opportunities that are coming towards you. So what you need to, I feel like this group, you need to be celebrating that you've been patient, because I feel like you guys have been patient in terms of like wanting this to come towards you, because I feel like you guys may be in this, is gestation, is that the right word? You're in this gestation period of things just kind of like processing, and then it's gonna like, the seeds are gonna bloop, bloop, start to pop up. But this is something that you've been wanting. We have the Magician and the Seven of Cups. The Magician may also be talking about like communication and someone coming towards you, but all around this is like something that you're wanting to manifest. You'll be very excited about it. It's a dream come true. A dream come true for you. Okay, we'll pull some final advice and then we'll end your reading. Yeah, for some of you, this might actually even be dating or connections, marriage, or things like that. Oh, you know, just marriage. Who knows? If you guys are in partnerships. So we have here guide. Represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Yeah, you're very much working closely with your guide. That's why they want to be, or the universe is being very abundant with you, because you're listening. You're listening to the guidance. So please continue to watch the videos. You know, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you access that divine guidance. But you're listening to that wisdom and that guidance. Yep, it says represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Again, recognizing your own infinite worthiness within yourself. That's what's helping you as well. Yeah, this woman, again, she's holding a lantern, which takes me back to the Hermit. So yeah, your inner light is guiding you. Last piece of advice we have here is Transcendence, Lord Shiva. Rise up. Honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. There's not really much I have to tell this group. You guys are kind of like following the guidance. You're dancing with the universe. You're transcending. Your consciousness is expanding. Just continue to rise up and honor it and let people in. Let people in, let people help you, let people work in connection with you, and you will thrive. Continue to thrive. Honor your inner force. Honor what's going on internally inside of you. Like people, yeah, I think that creates a lot of havoc sometimes, is people just don't honor their feelings. They don't honor what they're experiencing internally, and that's what creates the problems. The problems and like the frustration. I'm like, just honor yourself internally. Honor your worth. Honor who you are. Honor that you're infinite. You have a universe inside of you. Okay, that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support, and let me know if it resonated. Did I say that? Bye. Hey, group number 3, if you chose the citrine, then this is going to be your reading. So I like to start off with pulling energies, and then I read with the crystal, and then I pull cards. So we're looking into how you can step into your power. The guides want to acknowledge your growth as well, and they will also want to take note of any kind of fears that they want you to see past. The fears, which are illusions, but they want you to just be clear about what are those fears. And of course, we're going to be getting alignment messages. Okay. Guides, dial me into the energy of group number 3, please. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting is this kind of like subtle movement. It feels very gentle, quite patient, and rhythmic. Gentle, patient, rhythmic. It feels peaceful, serene. So the thing that's coming through for you, group number 3, is really allowing yourself to, I think one of the limiting beliefs for you may be that it takes a lot of work or energy to step into more of yourself, right? To step into your power. But it's a lot more effortless. It's almost like backwards. I think we have it very backwards, is we think we have to do all of these grand things to achieve this grand status. And to us, some people equate that grand status to you're big or high frequency, which the guides want to re-educate you and us and say, actually, it's about the simple things. And it's about being this rhythmic flow with life and being in this rhythmic flow with yourself. That actually that's what helps you to step into your power. Yes, sometimes we're called in life to make big power moves and to be very courageous. But actually, when we're quite content with ourselves and we're quite content with our lives on a regular basis, while also working towards our goals or desires, maintaining that mental, like that headspace of like, I'm content with what I have as it is, while I'm also looking forward to and excited about how I'm expanding, because I'm always expanding. That's what they want you to grasp this idea that just the day-to-day being present, taking it easy, not overwhelming yourself, keeping it simple, and staying consistent with your energy is what's actually going to help you to be successful, essentially. So I'm immediately being taken to, like, thinking about Beyonce. Yes, Beyonce or Kobe. They were very good. So the way that they mastered their art and their talent was consistently working on it. They'll go over it over and over and over again, over and over. Both of them have Virgo energy, I believe. So they'll work on it over and over and over again, over and over and over again. But it's also important to not like exhaust yourself over like working over and over. You want to make sure you sleep, you rest, but then you show up in the office and you do that little bit of work, right? Why do those dancers get in the studio and rehearse 7 days a week or whatever? I don't know. I'm thinking about not Dancing with the Stars, but So You Think You Can Dance. But they would rehearse throughout the week their numbers, but then it's all for one performance. So they want you to acknowledge that you're rehearsing for one like there are going to be moments where you're rehearsing for one performance. Like not everything you do is going to be brilliant. Not everything you're going to do is going to be amazing. But the reason why you practice it over and over is to get that muscle memory and get in that rhythmic flow. So by the time you do it, it's so natural. You don't think about it. You're in this high state of like serenity and flow state when you're doing it. And then you feel great after you've done it. So there's something about that coming through. Let's see what else wants to come through with the citrine crystal. Okay, so I'm just getting this, seeing someone like raise their hand up high. Like, look at me, I'm here. So that's going to be an important part of you stepping into your power, is allowing yourself to be seen, but being proactive in it as well and saying, look at me. So I think moving forward, what they want you to do essentially is be a little bit more proactive and what's the word I'm looking for? Like make the first move if you have to. If you feel called to make the first move, if there's something you want to do and you want to accomplish, make the first move and do it. And there's something in you that's like a hunter that knows how to do that. And I think sometimes we don't realize that we have that. Even with the femme fatale energy, right? She's technically an assassin. So it's like she's the one who makes the first move towards like her fears or the things that are scary technically. So it's like use that energy to move towards your fears, right? Just say yes, right? Some people, what they do is like they got all this adrenaline and this nervousness, but they just say, yes, I'll do it. They just jump in because they use that nervous energy to propel them into confidently being present in the experience. So I think that's something that they're asking you to do is this is going to be the time in your life where you're raising your hand up and you're saying, me, look at me. I'm ready. I'm ready to be seen. I'm ready to step up into my confidence. Okay. Really awesome. So you guys have the citrine. Obviously, it's a crystal of abundance. It is a crystal of abundance. Okay, I'm seeing someone here. Looking. This doesn't feel like your energy. It feels like someone else's energy. So something about someone. Their energy feels like they're observing or they're watching. They're just watching. It feels nice and peaceful. They're just watching. Or they're curious. There's like a soul connection here, or soul. There's something like deep, like it reminds me of when someone sees something that they really appreciate in someone else. They're just like, there it is. I see something in you, or I see something similar in you. But I think there's something about perhaps like a partnership, a connection, or like a teacher, for example, like someone who sees something in you and they want to help you grow because they see this in you. They want to acknowledge this. They're like, I see something in you. I want to help you to grow. It feels like a teacher. Like energy feels like kind of nurturing and kind and patient. Okay. I think that's it. Let's go ahead and pull cards. All right, guys. What would you like me to know about group number 3? I'm so curious. What is going to be uncovered here? What would you like me to know about group number 3? What would you like group number 3 to know? Ace of Wands. Tell me more. King of Pentacles. Tell me more about this. Knight of Wands. Clarify that Knight of Wands. King of Cups. It's funny because he was at the bottom of the deck and I saw him and I was like, oh, King of Cups, interesting. Okay. So there is an opportunity coming towards you. They want you to acknowledge this. We're going to get some more advice about how you can step into your power. I feel like they didn't. Any more advice about how this group can step into their power? Let's see if we can get one piece of advice here. We have here 6 of Cups. And clarify the 6 of Cups, please. 2 of Swords. Okay. So, okay. Immediately they wanted you to know there is an opportunity coming towards you. We have the Ace of Wands and the King of Pentacles came flying out after that. So there's an opportunity coming towards you. It looks like someone can see that you're, working on something. You're putting a lot of work. You're putting a lot of work into something. A lot of passion too, with those wands, a lot of passion into this experience. And I think someone wants to offer you an opportunity. Someone who perhaps is a business owner or business creator or entrepreneur or someone who wants to work with you. They've been seeing that you've been working hard, putting in a lot of effort and energy into something. They're well established in what they do. They're very consistent, right? And they see that you're consistent too, and they want to work with you. We have a King of Cups here. This could also be this person's energy because I was getting observant, patient, nourishing. So I think this person wants to help you nourish and help you grow something you're working on by partnering up with you. They want to help to facilitate you. So with the advice about stepping into your power, we have this 6 of Cups and we have the 2 of Swords. Okay, I need to know a little bit more about this 6 of Cups and 2 of Swords. Lover's card. Okay, so that's the partnership here. That's the partnership. So yeah, this person is very kind. Yeah, we have the Lovers and the 6 of Cups and the 2 of Swords. So this is someone who like very kind, wants to work in partnership with you. Maybe with that 2 of Swords. What am I getting from that? You guys are stronger together than you are apart. There's something about like with the 2 of Swords, the swords feel like weapons. They're like fierce weaponry. Yes, they're like very fierce weaponry. That's it, I give up. Oh, this hair is driving me crazy. And it's like you guys are actually better together here. And this person knows this too. That's why they're like, you got something. But they also see themselves in you. I think with that Lover's card, right, that's the mirroring of the Gemini energy, like twin energy. And we have the 6 of Cups, which is like just like sweet, innocent, like sisterhood, brotherhood energy, friendship. So I think this person definitely wants to, they want to form like a bond. It's like a bond. Like they feel like this is a bond. This is like we can really create something here together because I see myself in you. I see your hard work. And yeah. Okay, so let us know, guys, more about this. What do you want group number 3 to know about how they should step into the power? We have Cardinal. Yeah. Tell us more. So your passion is really playing a huge role into helping you, like just initiating, creating, being an initiator. Yeah, I was talking about that. Raise your hand up. So this is definitely the year or the time where you're being called to raise your hand up and be seen and say, hey, this is my idea. This is what I want to contribute. This is what I have going on. So it's like initiating an idea, a project. So even if you're working in partnership, it's a partnership, right? This is a partnership, right? This person may have more experience, or I don't know what it is, but they see you as equally qualified. So they feel like you have a lot to contribute, which means that you can initiate your project ideas too here. We have here earth energy, persistence, patience, and practicality. We were talking about that. You staying consistent on working on your projects and your ideas is what's helping to create like open doors for you and essentially attract the right connections and partnerships. Okay. Anything else you want to tell this group, guys? Let's see. Okay. We have here ocean generosity. So I feel like the frequency of generosity is about acknowledging that you deserve to be treated as such, with generosity. The universe it has an overflow of abundance to give. So if we ever think in terms of limitation, that doesn't help us in any way, shape, or form when it abundantly is here to provide. When we re-educate ourselves, when we understand, yes, this universe is here to abundantly provide for us, then we're given generous opportunities. Yeah, so with that Ace of Pentacles, I feel like someone wants to offer you a generous opportunity to work in connection with them. Number 40. Tell us more, guys. How can this group step into their power? Let's see what else you can do. We have here flow. Did I talk about flow? I did. I talked about that rhythmic flow. Literally just talked about that. Ria 43. Flow. So you guys, it's about finding a rhythm. That also takes me back to like that basketball reference and like Kobe. Like you need to find your own rhythmic flow with what you do. That's what helps you to stay in the flow with your passions. And it's like find that consistent. If you're putting in like a consistent day-to-day effort, this is what's going to help to create for you like a natural mastery. You're going to like master it. It's funny how the word mastery can overwhelm people, but it takes day-to-day consistent effort, like boring consistent effort. Like it's not boring if you really love it, but it takes day-to-day consistent effort for someone to master something. Isn't that interesting? The simple things in life. Okay, so you guys have 2 4s about stability. That's going to be very important. I think you're definitely getting an opportunity of stability coming towards you. Let's tell us more, guys, about this group. Woo! Was this the group where I was talking about the hunter? It says hunter, track down your fears and desires. So it's time for you to be the hunter this year, right? So hunter is like that masculine energy of moving forward and being like, this is what I want. This is what I desire, right? I'm not going to let my fears chase me down. I'm going to track my fears down. This card specifically was about tracking your fears down to know what your desires are. So when you acknowledge your fears, you know exactly what you're afraid of. Then behind those fears, you'll realize what's stopping you. So if you think about a limiting belief, I always think of a limiting belief as like this, it's like a wedge between what you want, like you and what you want. And so if you see the limiting belief, you know that it's created this illusion, this mental construct has been created to stop you from getting to the other side. So if you're aware of your limiting belief or your fear, then you know exactly how to get past it. And that's something they want you to acknowledge. Basically track it down. Just be like, you ain't stopping me. Why? You're just an illusion. I'm going to go for what I want. but they definitely want you to be aware of your fears and acknowledge them. Like, maybe take a moment to write down, after you're done with this video, write down what are your fears about certain like successes that you want to achieve. What's your fear? Because part of what stops people from being able to move forward is the unknown. But if you acknowledge what your fears are, now it's not unknown. Now you're very well aware of it. And now you have more power in this relationship. The fear can't imprison you. Like the fear, it looks like this, but actually it's like this. It's a little worm. It's a little worm. And you're letting that little worm stop you from getting to the other side. But you think of it as like a huge wall. It's just a little worm. And the way that you get over your fears, in my opinion, is day-to-day effort and work, but also feeding yourself those alignment messages, those affirmations that help to encourage you on your path. That's important too. The way that you talk to yourself. But they want you to be like, you ain't stopping me. Like, that's literally going to be part of your mentality. You ain't stopping me. I don't think so. Tell us more, guys. We have your, no kidding, we have your poised and observer. What was I saying? That's freaky. That's freaky channeling right there. Okay, we have your 49 observer. Yeah, someone's been watching you do what you do and do it well. Okay. They see you got potential. You got something here. You got something. You got something. You got another 4, 49. It's about stability again. We have your poised, 48. 48. Another 4. 4 is your magic number. I think I'll look that up on the book. So poised, 48. So this is about feeling so free and being like elated. Like, I'm free. I'm here to be me. I'm here to be present. I'm here to accomplish things. I'm here to be powerful. You need to put yourself out there. So don't be afraid. Put yourself out there, because when you put yourself out there and you create your things and you talk to people about your projects, then someone's like, hey, I think I want to work with you. You got something here. So be well aware that group number 3, that's kind of your secret, is like helping to pull attention to you by you initiating the first move and saying, look at me. And some people are like, oh no, that's calling too much attention. But actually, no, it's just you working in alignment with the universe. The universe wants you to be seen. It wants you to feel loud and proud of who you are. Like, you think about dancers. If a dancer was like shy, how are they ever going to be successful and great at what they do? You have to be like, yeah, I'm ready to be a star. Yeah, I'm ready to be the best at this. That's the mentality they want you to embrace for yourself. Yeah, I'm ready to shine. Yeah, I'm ready to be seen. Yeah, I'm ready to create something here. Tell us more, guys. We have your bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. So it looks like perhaps you'll be waiting for this person to reach out to you. It's what's coming through. So how can this group step into their power, guys? We have here God. Goodness gracious. Benevolence and compassion. Recognizing the internal force within yourself and others. Shadow attributes, despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. Yeah, this group, you definitely have the universe, God, like behind you. You're supporting your dreams. So what's going to help you is benevolence, compassion, doing things for the right reason, doing things because it feels good, and it just helps to excite people, inspire you, help your life feel great. There's also something about compassion. So perhaps whatever you're doing is helping other people to see themselves in a different light, where they feel relatable to you and they feel seen. Sometimes even just a dancer being great at what they do, or an artist being great at what they do, just makes people feel seen, because there's something like there's some kind of humanity or heart that they tap into. I think you tapping into your heart is what's going to help you to be successful at whatever you're creating. If you're recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. So this is about understanding there's like a source. Your source, their source, we're all source. And so there's no one to get mad at and blame here. We're all source expressing itself in a million different ways, a trillion different ways. If we acknowledge this, then we will always see the good in all. Okay, I don't know if there's anything else to pull for you guys. I think that was pretty straightforward. Let's just pull a final couple cards and then we'll end this. Yeah. Confidence. 32 confidence by Earth and By earth, air, water, and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. So the advice that's coming through is now is the time for you to just be confident. And we talked about it throughout this entire reading, like raise your hand up. Confidence means being like, hey, look at me. I'm ready to be seen. I'm ready to stand out. I'm ready to succeed. By earth, air, water, and fire. So that's about staying balanced in your life in all areas. Earth is about being grounded. Air is about the mind, thinking, thoughts, communication. Water is about being in flow with yourself, acknowledging your emotions. And fire is about that passion that you have inside of you that drives you towards your, like, what you want to do and creating it. Okay, last piece of advice. Yeah, your confidence, your sacral chakra as well as solar plexus, I think is going to be very important for you to own that energy. Ooh, oh. Okay. We'll just read these ones really quick. Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. So you're starting to develop a deep connection within yourself, to yourself. Trust that inner voice. They're telling you you've been doing it. You can trust it. There's guidance, perhaps even an inner teacher within you that's helping you to be aware of what you need to grow in. We have your Bridget, inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Okay, recognize your own power. It's inside of you. We also have here Odin, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. So I always think about how intuition helps us to have a clear perception of how life works. Like a clear perception, because it's easy to be misguided when you just pay attention to what you can see versus what you can sense. So use your intuition to guide you. Like, what do you feel when you're creating something, or when you want to do or complete a certain project? Does this make you feel inspired? Does it help your energy to expand or contract? So all of this is about follow your intuition and trusting yourself. That's going to be the final piece of advice for you, group number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if it resonated. Like, subscribe to support.